Hi guys, Jennifer here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we have another addition to the Creating Embellishment Pack series. We're creating these large jumbo paper clips, and I'm using part of my design team along with things that I have in my stash from Crafty Me Shop to create this beautiful embellishment, and it'll go on a page in your journal. So if you have a page in your journal, it'll go like this, and you can tuck some goodies on there, and it's just a beautiful page adornment, or you could use it for the cover. I haven't decided how I was going to attach this, if I was going to make it temporary. That way you could take this off if you wanted, use it for maybe like a journal cover or something, or you can attach it like this in your journal, and then you could create this as a little tuck spot. If you just glue it up here, it'd be a little tuck spot for something else. Or if you wanted to write on this part of the page and kind of conceal your writings, you could do that too. So we're going to create these today, and I will probably make it temporary because there's so many things you could do with this. If you're interested in these clips, I picked them up on Amazon, and they're in my Amazon list below. In case you're wondering, I got this cutie little ring from my friend Anna at Serenity Creations. And thank you, Anna. They're so cute. And so this is a design team project for Crafty Me Shop. I've got all her pretty laces around me. And so we'll just start creating. So these measure 3, I think I cut the paper 3 1/4 wide, and then just the length of the 8.5 by 11 sheet. So all I did was I took my decal edge trimmer and I trimmed the edges. 3 1/4. Okay, so I've cut this and I just folded it back about 1.5 inches or so. And that can be however tall you want it. And then you would just, if you want it on this side, or you would slide it in like this, or you could flip it around and have it going that way. Which is another reason why I want to make this temporary. So, all right. So the first thing we're gonna, well, I'll probably just leave that on there for now, just so I can kind of grasp how it's gonna look. So let's see, the first thing, I was just pulling out some laces that I had received in my design team package, and of course some things that I've collected from her sales in her Facebook group. If you're not sure who Esme is, she sells in her Facebook group, usually on Fridays or over the weekend. And so I'm just going to cut this here. I don't want it to be perfect, but so like I don't mind that it's doing that. And you can always fray the edges a little, because you don't really want it to look perfect. This is supposed to emulate something old. So now, of course, if you want it perfect, that's okay too. And then let's see, what else did I use? Oh yeah, I used this other trim, which you can't really see that much, but it's just another layer that just builds up your prettiness when you're creating. Let's see if I can find it. Not sure what I did with it, so instead of that one, maybe we'll just use this one. Do that. And then, let's see, I used this other one. I think it's this one. And I was just layering them on top, kind of like that. So you can see a little bit of each of the layers. That one. And let's see, probably just leave this here. These are like the worst scissors ever, unfortunately. Just cut there and see what that does. This one, and then I did cut this piece of this. This one. Just cut that. And that is what I used over the top part here. And then I had one of these little flowers or something similar. So we just did that. So let's just layer these up now. Hope you guys are doing well. We are all doing well here. So that's good. That looks really cute. Just going to tack this down a little bit. And then we can go back. Nope, I had this other trim here. And it doesn't have to be exact, you know, you don't have to use the exact same trims because you can see I used a little bit different on these. Move this up a little bit. Okay, I'm just going to ink this up. Putting this here. Let's go ahead and add this. All right, then we'll add this. Gonna tack it on like that. That looks super cute. And then I got this really gorgeous applique at Esme's a while back, and I thought I would add a piece of this on here just to add some prettiness. So I definitely had to glue the back. You don't want this beautiful beads and sequins coming off. Go ahead and do this one. Okay. I'll let that dry for a little bit. And then up here, I think I used some sari silk. So let's see. I ironed some. Here we go. All right, so just going to put a little bit of glue there. Sprinkle that up. And I use this pretty trim here, just a little tiny bit of it. But you gotta really glue some of this because the beads are gonna wanna fall off. I'll put just a little bit under there because they wanted to come off before. Yeah, there too. I'll put some under here. Just a tiny bit. Ah, see? That's so sad when that happens. Try to glue that in there. Okay. And this one. Okay. Should be good now. And all I did was put that up there. Honestly, it's just a little something to look at. And let's see. All right, I picked up some of this pretty fabric at the last sale, and I was so excited about this. Just gonna cut off a little piece of this. Just this little half circle part here. And that is what I put under here. And let's see, I had some pretty trim. What did I do with that? Flower trim. This is something I purchased, and these are so cute. So I think what I did, I just cut this, there we go, like a smaller piece here and then a larger piece over here. Tuck that under there. Oh, but the first thing I did was put some tulle down, so let's go ahead and do that. I should have a piece. No, that's not big enough. Well, we can always cut one. Tulle is really awesome because it's not too big or bulky, but it gives a very soft fluff, for lack of better terms. Gives dimension without too much dimension. Since you're going to probably be likely to use this in a journal, you know, you want a little bit because otherwise it's too flat, but you don't want it too thick. Okay, this little flower came from this trim from Esme's store, and I didn't even have to have all of the petals because I tucked the ones that I cut off there. I tucked these under here. So, okay. Oh yes, and this little pretty little trim should be on the desk too. Okay, we have this little trim. That's what I used right here. So you don't need that much. All right, let's cut that off. And I will attach it here. Just a tiny bit. There we go. That'll go like that. And then this little flower. Okay, let's get this here. This one under here. And then where's the other flower? Oh, there it is. Over here. This one's going like that. There we go. Oh, put it the wrong way. There we go. Okay. Oh, I'm struggling over here, the way I got everything set up. Okay, so we can slide this in here, and that'll give us that. And then we will use this. There we go, like that. And then, this glue. Put this little guy over here. Okay. So for her, I took some of this and popped her up. I think that's what made it a little easier. So put that away. That way. She won't be so flat. There we go. Sometimes these don't stick the best, so just making sure it does. There we go. A little tricky, but that's just because I wanted a lot of layers. This little guy. Put him back. This. Okay, we're going to put that down, put this down. All right. So let's see, then I put one of these flowers over here. I think I used a different flower. Let's see. This one. So I just put that down, kind of tack that down, leaving the sides open so I can tuck stuff under there if I need to. And here I just added, oh, let's add that pretty applique that we glued up. I never used this. I would never use this. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say never, but I more than likely wouldn't use this as a single piece. So it's nice that you can like spread it out over multiple pieces and be able to have a little bit of that everywhere, you know? Okay, so then I took some pieces of this tool. Just kind of twisted these and tucked them underneath like that. And it's like you can barely see it, but you can see it just enough that it looks super cute. And then we'll add some up here, under here. Put this on there. And we'll make a little bow. Put that up there. And there you go. There's your little embellishment. I'm just gonna glue a little bit under here. Glue a little bit under here. And then I just put a little flat back pearl on this little flower there, and that's pretty much it. So it's just a bunch of layering and adding stuff. Oh yeah, I put a little label there from my paper collection. Okay, so I'm going to put this under here. Maybe I'll just put it under here. Well, I'll put this under here. There we go. Well, it's going there. We can bring this little flower down. All right. So there you go. Minus the little pearl. You have two little jumbo paper clips. Aren't these awesome? And you could just layer whatever laces and trims and little goodies you have. And if you don't have them, you can always find them at Crafty Me Shop. She sells in her Facebook group. All right, guys. So, you know, this is the 5th item in our embellishment pack. So I think I have one more that I'm going to be doing. So let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items. And I think I'm going to have one more, and then we'll put them together, and that'll be fun to see them all together, won't it? Got to figure out how I'm going to package them up, and that'll be fun. All right, guys, so thanks so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this little craft along and how I put these together, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye for now.